When I first started with Bob and Tom, I would do celebrity impressions. It was Dr. Phil, and then I had an original character, Floyd the Trucker.
Yeah.
The Purge and stuff. Hello, Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, fellas.
Ah, Floydie.
Floyd.
I've enjoyed your stranger program.
Oh, good.
You're welcome. What are you
Have
doing?
I heard somebody talking about getting a Charlie horse during sex?
Yeah.
Lord, there are a few things worse than a Charlie horse.
Yeah.
Especially during dog fashion, because
Yeah.
in dog fashion, you know your footing's everything.
Yeah.
Now, all of a sudden, your leg gives out, and when you go to grab it, it kind of looks like you're trying to do a can opener in the pool. I've tried to increase my intake of calcium pills, to help with it.
Calcium pills? That's what it is?
Eating my
it's
grapefruit
potassium.
regular, but
Good. Yeah.
I'll tell you, an old-fashioned Charlie horse will come up on you quick. There's rarely much heads up on it. I find it's best to go about it like you're driving in the rain and kindly pump the brakes. But the worst part is, if you jerk too fast or try to tend to it, the horse thinks you're trying to pump and run without paying. And boy, it's hard to get back in the mood after she threatens to tell your kids.
Boy, it sure is.
I wanted to have a character that, when the phone rang, people couldn't tell if it was a real caller, as opposed to one of the cast members on Bob and Tom calling in. So I wanted that realism to...
Now, was that a request made by Tom, or did you just think, I want to be able to do that?
Yeah, I had been there long enough. I finally had found my comfort level where I wanted to try something new. Matter of fact, it was so long ago, Bob had been off to his honeymoon. And so my first phone call went really well, and Tom goes, man, I like whatever you did, we liked it. I hope Bob likes it when he comes back. So I was very nervous.
Can you grab that over there, please?
Good morning, the Bob and Tom Show. Hello.
Hey, man, this is Donnie Richards, man.
Hey,
I heard
Donnie.
you guys talking about the condom fitter, man.
Yeah?
Yeah, I got one of those, too. I've had one for a while, man.
Really?
Yeah. Mine's called a girlfriend. Yeah. That's pretty funny stuff, man. You like the chick?
I like that, Donnie, yeah.
Hey, you know Jeff Davis, chick?
No.
He says he knows you. Hey, you guys know what he was talking about yesterday, man? Some of those pranks?
Yeah, those pranks, yeah.
Here's a good one, man. You guys ever try this? You ever put earwax in apple butter? Hey, eat that biscuit, man. Try that on a bagel. That's pretty fun stuff, man. Hey, yeah, it's a girlfriend. I call my girlfriend the condom fitter. It's pretty fun stuff, man.
That is.
Hey, tell that to Bob when he gets back, man.
Okay.
You guys are great, man. Come on, Bob and Tom, man.
Who are you talking to? Hang up the phone. Hang up the phone.
Bob comes back from his honeymoon, and the first phone call out of the box for Bob to hear it was dicey. It was hanging by a thread. Well, finally, Tom said, hey, Donnie, tell us some of those pickup lines you told us last week. Help Bob out, since he can't use them anymore. He's married. And so Tom saved it, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Tom saved it because he reintroduced a bit that worked really well the week before, and so I was able to go into some of those same lines.
I'll get that. Morning, Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, Bob and Tom, man, it's Donnie Baker calling you guys, man.
Hey, Donnie.
Hi, Donnie.
Hey,
Man,
Donnie.
you talking about people having to go, man, on that island lost, man. You got to go. Ain't too many options, man. I heard you guys talk about that. Chick, you go in your car and stuff.
Yeah.
You're crazy, man. I knew a guy who used to do that, too. Hey, me and my friends, I had a teacher living in our neighborhood, man.
Yeah.
She used to teach math stuff. So old anyway, she'd teach math. We'd get all upset. We had to go. Sometimes we'd go over to her deck. She had this real nice deck inside a garden, man. We'd go and fill up a rain gauge. I swear to God we would, man. We'd take turns doing it, man. It's like, hey, man, sprinkle that in your garden. How about that rain dance, man? I want to see that on a dual Doppler, lady. Stupid, man. How about that warm front in your garden, man? Yeah, she's like, I'm going to tell your parents, Donnie. I was like, my dad's dead, lady. I mean, he really was. I'm going to say it to my face,
Hey, Donnie, I think Bob
Bob missed your pickup lines last week, Donnie.
Hey, man, you were gone, man. What's up?
I was on my honeymoon, Donnie.
I was on probation too, man. You know what it's like, man? Because
What?
I was calling last week, and I was telling these guys they were talking about pickup lines and stuff, man, like picking up chicks. It's all these stupid 3 or 4 lines I got to work every time, man.
Yeah, which
like, go
ones?
up to a chick, it's like, hey, but you got 5 minutes? Let's go make your parents proud. I swear to God, it works, man.
Really?
Yeah, it's cool, man. Then I'll go up sometimes like, hey, how about a 3-way? She's like, what? And I was like, well, me, you, and some of this pork. I swear to God. Hey, right to my face.
It works.
It works every time. You know what's stupid? What's stupid is buy here, pay here lots. Where else are you going to pay, man? What, are we going to the gas station across the street to pay?
Yeah.
Who's got time for money orders? Those things are stupid, man. Hey, Bob, you want to buy a boat, man?
No, I
I
don't.
talked about it last week, and I got to get rid of this thing. I want a bigger boat. I can't afford this one. This boat's stupid, man. That barely runs stuff. I want a bike. I sold my bike to get this boat. Now I want a boat. It's kind of like one of them train reactions, man, because you can't get out of it once you're in debt and stuff.
Uh-huh.
But, hey, I'm on break. I'll get you back, man.
Okay.
Okay,
All right.
Donnie,
Bye,
thanks.
Donnie. Thanks. Wow.
Donnie's trying to sell his boat.
When I first did James Gandolfini,
Yeah.
I was trying to go way up here, you know. And it wasn't until afterward I realized, after Sopranos was done, it's about the breathing. Oh, he was always breathing, like he was on a treadmill, 24/7, every day. I walk out on this treadmill with my daughter Meadow, what I earn. But it wasn't until I realized, oh, it's the breathing that sells that.
My husband will whacked him or something like that.
Hello, Bob and Tom Show.
Well, Tom, it's Tony from Witness Protection.
Hey, Tony, interesting. We were just talking about in Italy, I guess the mafia is providing meals for people.
Well, it's times like these that you learn that every day's a gift. Certain people on the other side helping the less fortunate.
Sure.
You got to check up on your associates. Help those in need. Feed the hungry. What, I'm going to spell it out for you? Tell them, I'm going to make you a casserole you can't refuse. Hopefully, after all this is over soon, once everybody's back on their feet, you call it a few favors. It's sort of like a shakedown. I did that Davies Catino at a sporting goods store a few years back. Yeah. Go down there and start cracking heads. Tell them, remember that casserole I made? Jesus Christ. And this is the thanks I get, you selfish prick. I want 2 G's a week. And God forbid that these actions don't have to be taken. On my mother's birthday. Have fun at quarantine.
Thanks, Tony.
Thank you, Tony. You too.
Yeah.
Floyd the Trucker using phraseology
Yeah.
that is so familiar to me because I'm hearing all these guys used to hang out with my grandfather.
Yeah, and that's
so
where
where's
Floyd
that
came-
coming from? Is
that's
that
it's
part
exactly
of
where-
southern Indiana? What is that?
Actually, my grandmother, who's still living, bless her heart, she's 91, but she's from Salina, Tennessee.
Okay.
And so when I was
This
a
is
little
southern
kid,
part of
I
it,
would
yeah.
go to visit my grandma and grandpa in Salina, Tennessee, in the hills of Tennessee. And when my grandpa would go to, he was, you know, it was all about tobacco. And so when he would go into town, or we would make that big trip into downtown, and all the old men who would whittle in front of the courthouse. I think I really, for whatever reason, being an only child, all the imaginary friends or voices in my head, I paid attention to a lot of that stuff on those trips down there. But that dialect, that, well, he's going to kick a shine when he finds out what we've done. You know, kick a shine, I'll never forget. I didn't know if kick a shine meant that he was mad or if he's going to be happy.
Yeah.
But I remember the
But
term
it's the
kick a shine.
breathing too. I
Well,
mean, the
yeah.
breathing. He's got, you know, emphysema.
Yeah,
he's a
something.
smoker. I mean, the detail is really incredible,
Thanks.
Ron.
Yeah, I appreciate it. But it's, I think Floyd, there's some gurgle that
there's a bubble there.
Years of biscuits and gravy that have not quite made it down the pipe. They're still fighting. But yeah, I think that's, for me, that's what sells. That's what I strive to do.
Down there we have a little critter that lives in the ocean. Kind of looks like a big old snail when you think about it. Everybody calls it a conch. These folks down there dig the meat out of them conchs and mix them up with some spices, peppercorn, make a salad out of it. It ain't nothing like a tuna salad, but I reckon it's mighty tasty to some folks, of course. Used to know a gal that lived down there in the Bahamas, and she'd go out about the evening time and fish out the mess of them conchs. Use their bare hands and bare feet and carry it home, cook it up for supper. I wrote a song that explains how I feel about it. They call it conch salad. Way down in the Bahamas, where the sharks and rays grow so mean, lived a gal that I swear to the world made them sea critters look tame. Conch salad, Annie. Shark got her granny. Everybody said it was too bad if the shark also didn't need a granddad. He was a son of a bitch. Used to make a living selling worthless timeshares. He drove the rig too. Went by caveman. His real name was Dennis, of course. Every day before supper time, she'd go down by the conch bed and pick a mess of conchs up and bring 'em back on her moped. Conch salad handy. Could have been a tranny. Everybody said it was a pity. Over 6 foot tall and none too pretty. Conch salad handy. Conch salad handy. She was packing plenty. When I found out she was a she-male, I broke up with her via email. Conch salad handy. I don't use female as much on account of my cholesterol.
Yeah.
Good night.
Good night, Floyd. Floyd Tucker, ladies and gentlemen.